Okay, so I'm just getting everything just ready. Making sure titles and everything are good. There we go, wait, Twitch. I think that is good. Alright, and let's see, go channel. Okay, so we can get this started. And everything are go ahead and close Twitch. And desktop probably should be good now. Okay. Alright, so today is going to be an interesting one. Today is the first race of the elimination. Well, first and all of the race. So there'll be 4 heats. We'll be racing at Talladega for these 4 races. They're going to be basically sprints. We are going to be at, I think, 5%. So I think it's 10 laps here at Talladega. Let me go ahead and start up the game. And at the end of each one, we're going to eliminate the bottom, basically bottom 10. I think the first race, it'll knock off the bottom, I think, 11, I think. So I'm just going to basically the first one's going to be down to 30. And I think we'll have 41 racers this first race. So, oh well, we'll figure it out as we go.
Drivers, to your car.
As we look, we're going to go ahead and sim qualifying. And alright, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I believe that is all of the racers, because I know we've got one more team today, so we will be good to go. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, 11. So there are 11 racers now instead of 10. So basically we have 41 drivers here. So it'll knock off the first 11 or the last 11. So hopefully you don't start too far back. It looks like Martinez. Let me go ahead and actually turn off that. Actually, I didn't even start up. Hold on, let me start up the ticker real quick. Just so that we have that going. Definitely want to keep track of everything, so I'm going to have to restart the game. So it looks like we will redo. We'll be redoing the. I think it's actually, it might work. Let's go ahead and turn this off, turn this on. Probably gonna have to restart the game because it's not showing up. But we will see. Yep, gonna have to restart the game. Hold on one second. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a late night. When I did the testing, I think each race, because they're going to be sprints, so there's going to be no cautions. So if you crash, you're going to be in some issue. You have a few issues going on. But yeah, so no cautions. 10 laps at Talladega, and basically for the first one, it's just the bottom 11 drivers, and then the second one it'll be the last 10 down to 20, and then the last race it'll go down to 20 and then 10, and the last race is just 10. Those 10 drivers sprint on Talladega. I'm just waiting for the game to restart. Come on. Oh, I love computers, especially when you're running an older game. It doesn't always like to run correctly. Technical difficulties. Hold on. Of course. Are you serious? I got the game and it kind of froze at the qualifying. Trying to get it to unfreeze so I can close it. And let's get this to close. And there we go. Now we're ended. Game not started, so let's start up the game again. And so 10 laps. Let us get going now. Alright, think we're good to go. If the ticker's not working this time, we are just going to leave it. So go through qualifying one more time. Maybe the re-roll will help a few of you guys out. Alright. So who is last? Who is the last player car? Srivastava is in 32nd, so he's got to actually go up 2 positions to not get eliminated. Well, that's the last compute, or yeah, I think that's the last one. So it looks like J. King, Pitch, Bishop, Hannah, Walker, Haas, King are all player cars. None of them can really get a pole. I think in one of my tests of player car got a pole. Martinez, who before it froze, he was really far in the 30s, so he's definitely got a pass on that. Alright, so here we go. Let's go ahead and get this race going.
Drivers, to...
As the cars, as we get ready for this 10 lap sprint. So yeah, the ticker still isn't working, so we'll see about that. Maybe no ticker this today. So we are in camera 2, which I think is probably the best one so far. So you can see most of the player cars are in the front with the random few in the back. So as we come to the green flag here at Talladega, the elimination race of the first heat of all 41 cars. And pace car is in. Let's see what type of run King gets in this first push, or in this first start. And looks like they've got the green flag and they are off. And it looks like neither one, number 5 or 11 of King, got a great push off that, or great run off that start, but as they start to go 3 wide all the way in the back. We see multiple cars coming. Remember, no yellow flags. So if you wreck, you have to hope that there's another wreck in front of you to catch back up. As there are 3 wide in second, it looks like King finally does get in the lead. as Walker in 12, which I think is Bishop. Basically, all three of these top cars just pull away from the rest of the field. I think mostly because they're going 3 wide here in the top 5. Is there a cars? Oh, and there's a huge wreck. There's a car over. Looks like green is over the 22. Multiple cars are on their lids. So we see 54 to 55, 40, all a wreck. The 7 looks like he has actually got out of it. But multiple cars on their lids. As we scroll back to the front, remember there is no caution flag. So those guys have to try to catch back up. Right now it looks like a lot of them are definitely going to have to go into the pits, but they definitely will have a chance to catch back up if they can get back on the field or back on the track. I think see multiple cars damaged. These guys are 34th. We'll see where they are once they pass the finish line. They're in 22nd, so all these guys right now are safe if they can stay on the track. We scroll up to see Weber in 13th. It looks like a lot of the cars have now spread out. Here's a top 10 battle between Hannah and 20. King Wayne King. There's multiple cars in the pits as they're going 3 wide for what looks like 3rd place. Yeah, it looks like Bishop in the 12. Yeah, Bishop in the 12 and Walker Sr. in the 3 did get a pretty good run and pulled away, but Bishop got the upper hand in that one. As we can see King still leading as we're on lap 4 of 10. We still see a lot of these damaged cars still on the track, just trying to get 1 or 2 extra positions just to get back up. We see 40s and 36. He has a lot of room to run, as he's probably going to be off the pace. But if a couple other cars crash, we can definitely see him coming back up into the race. As we see 20th and 8th, 90 gets a huge run in that corner. Yeah, he is booking it. That was a great run by the 90 in that corner. As right now most of these guys are safe, so they may want to look at playing it a little bit more safe, at least in this first heat. As we see Jay King again, this is like the second time we've seen him pull far away from the rest of the field. Hopefully none of these lapped cars get in his way, as we see this guy 24 is really far off the pace and a huge pack coming in. It looks like he's trying to stay high to let them go through on the back or on the bottom, but it looks like that train right behind him did not get that message. It looks like they are now starting to spread apart to get past him. Yes, yeah, he was far off the pace, but we'll definitely see he's in 34th. I think he's just trying to catch up past a few cars and hope that there's another couple cars that spin out, wreck, and get taken out of this race, as though right now a lot of the cars have spread apart. So him hoping for another crash that involves maybe 2 or 3 cars is probably not going to happen. There may be 1 or 2 car wreck, depending on where it happens and if cars get out of the way fast enough. But for the most part, it looks like cars are starting to spread out. This is a very high-speed track, because they're going about 211 in the turns. As we take a look, going about 216 with Elliott in the 9, 220, 224, 5 at 225, which is extremely fast, especially at Talladega. So as we take a look at Matt Haas, the new driver for the Haas Racing team. This is his first race he got in. He's running 8th currently. He's hoping to get a few sponsors here, as it looks like he's going to at least get into the second heat to definitely show that he definitely deserves to be here. It looks like Pitch has finally caught up to King. We'll never see if there's anything wrong with King, because King had a huge lead against all the other cars for a while, as there's about 2 laps left. It looks like King was able to hold off Pitch in that 6th car for at least another lap for him to lead. As we scroll down, looks like number 40 may have picked up one more spot, but it does not look like he's going to pick up any more spots to try to stay out of 30th position. As we scroll back down to battle for 35th, looks like the lapped car has finally backed up to there, to around the 30th position. So we scroll up, these top 15 drivers. As we take a look, looks like Walker now is trying to pass the 6 of Pitch on the last lap. So it looks like he may have backed off a little bit, maybe trying just to play this last lap safe, because right now he's definitely going to make the Heat 2, but if he wrecks right now, he's not going to make Heat 2, so he may look to back off, as what looks like Pitch in the 6 has backed off as well from battling the 11 in King, as they come down to take the checkered flag of race 1. And as the 11 King passes, there he goes, he wins the first heat of the elimination race. As we take a look, and yeah, it looks like maybe 72 is going to be the last car to make it, as long as he doesn't have any issues on this last slide. Oh, there was an issue going on right at the start and finish. Wow. Let's actually go ahead and take a look at that. I don't have a ticker running, so I don't need to pause anything. But wow, there's a huge wreck passing the start and finish line here, as it looks like the 7. Yeah, this is actually a 19th position. This may take out some of these guys if they don't cross the line, which I think most of them cross the line. Oh, the 24, that lapped car, is just in the wrong place at the wrong time, hard into the wall with the 44. It looks like 7 of ooh, that was a huge hit by the 44 and 52, as the 44 is now just flipping end over end. And he's going to cross the finish line. As he's going end over end, though, the 52, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get cross finish. Like 24 is definitely not crossing the finish line, though he was not going to even come close to the top 30th. As looks like, look at that, the 52 just cannot cross the line. Oh, and he was in 25th position. He would have made it if he had crossed the line. That, and just Kimmel right here, 20th. I believe, even though he was flipping, he did finish in the top 20. We're definitely have to keep an eye on that to see where the 44 finished. But he did cross the line, and I don't think there's any rules about whether he has to be on his all 4 wheels when he's crossing the line. We have official standings, 44. Yeah, he did. He got 20th position, so he will be in the next race. But yeah, that is a spectacular way to finish the race, flipping end over end. But then number 52. Where did the 52 finish? Yeah, Campbell right there, 33rd. He was running in 25th when that happened. And that crash at the end just takes him out of the race. As we take a look, Looks like two player cars were involved in that early accident, Martinez and Green, as they won't be advancing. And it looks like all the other player cars will be advancing other than the two that wrecked. But definitely an eventful first elimination race. Definitely a great ending to the race for the 44 as he went end over end, crossing the finish line to make it to the second round. So let us go ahead and get things situated for race number 2. So let's go ahead and jump out of the game, because I'm not sure if I can do this while it's in the game. Hop into score 4 and go ahead and load in the standings. Okay, so as you see, Jay King won with Pitch second, Walker Sr. in third, and Bishop in fourth. So that's a player top 4 finish, the first time so far. So definitely keep an eye out on Talladega for these 4 drivers later. As we take a look at the bottom, basically 31st through 41st. So all of these drivers will be eliminated. So we're going to go into basically N ratings and going to create a new player list without these guys. So basically we are looking for a Ranger. I kinda I could sort by something. Oh well. So we are looking for Ranger to pull him out of this list. As I see him right there, Andrew Ranger. He is out. We are going to go to Core and Campbell. Core Campbell right next to each other. Townley and Danielson. Go top, Townley and Danielson. Here's Danielson, the 40, and Town with Townley or Townley. And probably skipping over there's Townley. And then we got Straight and Unzicker. So here's Unzicker and Straight. Here's Straight. And then Martinez and Green. So 42. Green, Martinez 22. So definitely not a good starting for those two guys, that they are eliminated and will not be making as much money. I think they're going to be making about $500. Depends on how it is set up. So Hughes, what are we doing? Hughes and Prater. There's Prater. Now we're looking for Hughes. And I see Hughes. Let's create Lim 2. So we are creating a new list file. There are 32 cars. Why is it 32 cars? I guess it's my car or the player car. It's 31. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 29, 30, 31. Missed nobody? Did I skip somebody at the bottom? No. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So let's check one more time. The Ranger took him out. Core, Townley, Daniels, Straight, Unzicker, Martinez, Green, Hughes, Prater, and then the player has to stay in. Oh, it looks like somebody's going to be staying in. So we are in a limb 2. So let's go ahead and start the game again. And this time we are choosing limb 2. I guess there's going to be 32 racers in this race. Oh well. Alright, let's go ahead and start. Accelerate through qualifying. Hannah is a second place. And who's far in the back? Uh-oh. New car Haas had a terrible running right there. 46 out of 40, through almost 3 seconds back. And then we've got, looks like so far, so yeah, Haas has a ton of space or a ton of work to do to try to get to the 20th position. Yeah, that's definitely not what he wanted to do. Let's actually go ahead and we might have to watch Haas for the most of this race just to make sure that he does good, or just to see if he can catch back up, as he is starting last place and he has about 10 positions to go to catch up. Looks like no engine issues so far, though he did get a little slow off that start, though it might have been 44. I think 44 has a new car, seeing that he was flipping past the finish line on that other race, on the previous race. So let's go ahead and watch the 16 of Hannah, see what type of run he gets on this race, as now there are only a little over 30 cars here. As they come to the line to get this green flag. And here we go for elimination race number 2. Looks like 4 definitely got a bigger run than the 16 of Hannah. Looks like the 6 of Pitch is trying to figure out a way to get past him, but that outside line definitely is not where he wants to go. He is all over that track. It looks like Hannah just did not get a good run on that start at all, as he is just dropping back. That is not good for the owner of the 16 cars. He's dropped about 5 positions, especially if he's going to get caught on this this top line here with the 12 of Bishop. That's definitely something we need to keep an eye on. Oh no, he is coming into the pits. He is probably looking for the big one now, if he's able to even get back into the start, as we see a huge pack right here. As we see tons of cars just in a huge line. Multiple cars, looks like they're taking the high road. Not sure what they're doing, if they're just trying to play the long game, but yeah, it looks like the pack in the front is slowly stretching out. Hannah, who ran in the pits right now, is really looking for a crash that includes like 10 guys. As we see, looks like Haas in the 8 has moved up 2 positions, though we'll see how many he can keep. It looks like he's passed at least one more car. Now there's a ton of wiggling up in the front. So far decently clean, but there's still a ton of racing goes. We're on lap 3 of 10. It looks like the 8 of Haas did not get the greatest run out of that corner, as he loses he's actually losing almost every position he gained back. Yeah, this may be the end of the line for the rookie driver in the 8 car, As we see a train going right here, is the 90 and the 80 jump to the inside of the 19 car. As we see the winner of the last race, the 11 of King, definitely pushing hard in the 13th position. Currently, right now, he will make the Elimination Race 3, so we will definitely keep an eye on him. As not sure if... Oh, and we here at 31st, Hannah right now. Looks like he is running fine. Just he had to go in the pits, as we can see Larson and the 4 leading. As we take a look at the back of the pack again, we see the 44 who had a spectacular flip end over end at the end of the race. Elimination Run 1. Definitely need to go see that if you missed that. As he is right now trying to move up, but it doesn't look like he's going to be moving up. But yeah, as the 8 is far off the pace. Not sure if there's an issue going on with him, but it's probably going to be the end of the day for him in a couple of laps. But definitely a good showing by the 8, making it to the second elimination race. But it does not look like his day will continue unless we see a very big wreck, or if he's able to get a decent run going. So as you see Wayne King in 7th, looks like he's working on the 90. The 98. See if he can get a run on the inside on this turn. Doesn't look like he is, as the 12 of the Bishop gets a huge run on that turn. Passing on the outside, as we see the number 4, who's mostly been leading this entire race. We see a lot of wiggling in the back, but for the most part, it is starting to stretch out. So, any help for Hannah here in the 16th, who basically had to take starting second place, but had to take a pit stop super early, basically lap 1, to fix something. Looks like his day is going to be over as well. As you see, there is a small pack going on in the back, 3 wide. Only have a couple of laps left, but it looks like most of these cars in the back here, their days are going to be over, barring any last couple lap crashes, as there definitely can be that one big one. As you see, there are a few 3 wides going on. As we see, this looks like the 3 of Walker and the 7 of Srivastava. Definitely going to get his name. Let's see. As we see, Walker Sr. was definitely in the top, at least top 5 earlier, but looks like he has dropped back to top 10. Although there is some wiggling going up there, as it looks like cars are catching. Oh, it was Hannah. I think somebody else is going slow. Hannah probably isn't going to get caught. May not get caught, as he is definitely going decently fast. But actually it looks like the 4 will catch him this lap. So there definitely is something wrong with his car. But he is at least able to keep speed for the most part. As we start looking at the back end, as we fast forward up to the top 20. So definitely battle here. This is where people need to get. So let's go ahead and watch this battle, these last couple of laps, to see if anybody's going to be able to make a push past the 66. So it looks like the 45 was in 19th. So there is some cars definitely getting runs out here in these final turns. We'll definitely see who is going to be able to get past the 66, who looks like he right now is the gatekeeper. Yeah, a couple of guys are getting a couple of runs. This is definitely a big track, and so you definitely can make up a couple car lengths in at least one turn. Though that backpack right now looks like it's falling back further than what they could probably make up in this last turn. As it looks like the 66 will be the end of the pack. And yeah, as he crosses the finish line for the 20th, it doesn't look like there is. It doesn't look like there was any crazy last lap crashes at the line like there was previously. But definitely, it was definitely a clean race. Definitely not what Hannah wanted to see. Starting second place, but finishing last after having to go in there or having to run into the pits. So definitely not a good race for him, as his day is over. But okay, decent showing for him, as he definitely was able to, as you know, Wayne King hitting the cone trying to get in. I'm not sure if he thought something was going on, or if he thought there was another lap, or maybe the 4 did something to him during the race, but he needed to, for some reason, get into the pits first. Yeah, alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at the standings. Looks like Pitch finished second. I think he finished second in the first one as well. As it looks like Jay King in the 11 finished 12th. Still making the second one, but decided to maybe take the race a little bit easier. As we see these N cars. So Hannah, which is a player car, issues on the first lap after starting second place. Ends up falling in the second elimination race, as well as Haas, the newcomer, which is his first race. So definitely it was a good showing for him, making the second elimination, but his day is over as we lose 2 more player cars. So we are now up to 4 player cars out of the elimination, but definitely enough still around to win the championships. We save that for as we save that race, so we can go ahead and exit out of here, and we can go ahead and get ready for these. What are we on, race 3? So elimination race number 3. As we process the second elimination race. All right, and we are going to do the same thing this time. So this time we are losing these drivers down here. We're going to go ahead and drop. We're at number 20, so Gudovic and Elliott. I think Elliott led a couple laps in the previous race. Gudovic. We will go to Elliott. And then we do Bailey and Boston. Here's Boston. And we're doing Bailey Jr. Bailey Jr. And now Burton and Carter. Carter. And Burton. And then let's see. Kimmel and Gallagher. Kimmel. Gallagher. And Kimmel. And now we're losing Haas. And then Taff. Taft. And then Hannah. 42. So yep, 20 cars plus the player car, so that one is good. I think the roster that I was using had more than the 42 cars, so that just means that we had an extra racer, which is fine. Right. So we are going to go to Lim 2. 20 cars, 10 laps. And let us go through qualifying. And let's see, so we're going 10 back. So Srivastava has some work to do. Bishop has some work to do, as we have a player car on the pole. So definitely a good sign there, with Weber 2nd place, King in 4th place, Pitch in 6th place, Wayne King in 9th place, and so Srivastava and Bishop. Bishop definitely has a lot more work to do than Srivastava. So let's go ahead and watch him, as he right now is on the bubble. Ooh, almost skipped ahead a little too far. So let's go ahead and watch Srivastava, who is on the bubble, as there is definitely a lot less cars now, so a lot less chance of a big one happening, as we have only, I think 1 or 2 big ones, but that was really in the first race. So let's go on elimination race number 3, as cars right now are racing to make the championship, and we can see if we can have the first player champion of the elimination race. Definitely, we had the first player car finish first in a race, so it's definitely a good thing to see. So I think a lot of player cars are going to have a decent payday today. Although the 98 almost gets in the corner of the 7 of Srivastava and almost ended his day a little bit earlier, as he's at 11th position. So he is right on the bubble. Bishop is right there behind 98, trying to get a couple more positions. As you can see him moving around a lot, trying to get past the 98, as the 7 is really far off the pace, as he looks like he's dropped about 4 positions in that corner. So he's got a lot of work to do. So as we see, Walker looks like he's sitting in first place, pulling away a little bit from, looks like what the number, I'm not sure who is up there with him, the 99. So as we scroll back to find these back cars, yeah, the number 7 is in 12th, so right now he's got about 2, now he's in 15th, so he's got 5 spots to go. As we have Bishop in 14th, so he's got 4 spots, so we'll definitely see if those two are going to link together and try to make the championship race right after this one. But it does not look like they have the speed. It looks like they are falling even further back, as both of them look like they are not going the proper speed. As right now, I think they are just hoping for somebody to crash. As King, what is King doing way back here? He has dropped 4 or 5 positions now, along with Bishop and Srivastava, as he is in 12th position, needing to get 2 more just to make the championship race. Definitely did not want to see King far back here, as we can see if King is able to catch back up. As right now, Bishop and Srivastava in the 7th right now are right behind him. Hopefully they can push each other up. But right now, definitely not what we wanted to see. 3 player cars dropping outside the top 10. We do see Weber. He is falling back as well. Looks like we may lose multiple cars in this final elimination race until the championship, as Walker looks like he is pulling away about halfway through this race. So definitely time for other cars to catch him, but definitely these cars in the back like Srivastava, Bishop, and King, who is slowly moving his way back up, slowly starting to run out of time for these guys. I think King definitely is in the best position, though Bishop is right there with him and making the top 10, as he is in 11th position currently, with Bishop right behind him. Though Bishop is either going to get some help from the 77 or is going to, nope, 77 has decided, no, I'm not going to help you out. I am going to try to get in front of you, but just did not have that run, as he falls back in line with Bishop, as 7 of Srivastava definitely does catch back up pretty quickly as soon as the draft from the 77 and the 16 or 12 gets pushed. But Srivastava is definitely moving up, though I think it's maybe a little too late, because right now it looks like King has the best chance right now. He's got 2 positions to move up with 3 cars basically right in front of him, so one good run will put him back in the championship race. As the 2 cars right in front of him are battling, though it looks like he did not get the greatest run right there, so he could not get past that 90, who looks like he is in that 10th position. No, he's probably in the 11th position now, as I think 98 right in front of him was in 11th. So yes. So Wayne King still, he has 2 laps to gain 2 positions, but he has not made a move on the 90 yet. Though it looks like he is getting some help from the 77 and is making that move now. And with that drafting help, I do believe he will be able to get past him, though that drafting help did just leave him out, just leave him hanging. As he was about to pass him, the 77 jumps out behind him, and you can see just the difference that loss of draft made, as that looks like probably going to end the day for King, as it doesn't look like he's going to get any more help from the 77. I mean, Bishop is right there. He got a great run. It looks like he got a push from Bishop to try to pass that number 90 car. We'll see as Bishop does tuck back behind that 90 car. That will probably, actually looks like King, yeah, King did get past him. So I think he's only got one more. Yeah, he's got one more. He's got to pass this 28 car, but I don't think he's going to have enough time. Definitely did not help that 77 pulled out about 2 laps ago from him. So we have one more lap, so he's definitely, he is right there though. And that 98 looks like that 98 is off pace. At least he was off pace. Well, I think King had to check up when the 98 was off pace and had to slow down a bit, though he does get past him, so it looks like there may be something wrong with that 98 car. So right now I believe King is right at that 20th position. If he's able to hold this, I believe he will get will be able to pull off the catch of the century. As yeah, it looks like he did end up passing the 98, which gives him the last position in that top 10. As we see Weber definitely been an average racer so far in this race, finishing about mid-pack every time, so he's positioning himself to be at least in the race to hopefully catch up and get the win, as these 3 drivers right here, the 11 of King, the 6 of Pitch, and the 3 of Walker Sr., all 3 make it. And I believe Walker Sr. did win the race with Pitch right behind him, and King very close behind them, though Walker did finish 0.2 seconds ahead of Pitch. That was definitely a good race. So it was a Lim 3. So definitely a good race from the player cars so far. So I think they've won 2 of the 3 so far races, and there is what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There will be 5. Half the car, or half the championship cars will be player cars. So let's go ahead and back and go ahead and get out of the game so we can go ahead and set up the championship running. Money only, process, we don't need to review it. So we check out the results of race number 3. So definitely the last 2 races have been very clean. So as we lose Mitchell and Gearhart. So Gearhart, Mitchell, and then we use Enfinger and Hessert. Looks like I missed him. And there he goes. And then we lose Bishop as Srivastava. We are losing Srivastava and Bishop, the number 12. And then Finley and Coughlin. No, it's Finney, not Finley. And Larson and what? Thuralt. So Larson and Thuralt. And Larson. I'm gonna do 1-4 because it's a championship. So 11 cars plus the player car. So we are all set up. So let's go for the championship. Let's see if we can have the first exhibition race. First exhibition race, a player car champion. Let's see if we can get some hardware to some of these, or to some of these teams. We can accelerate through qualifying. So Walker Sr. has definitely been very strong, as well as Pitch. Very strong, as I think Paul Walker won last one, so he does have some, at least a little bit of hardware, as well as Jay King. So this definitely will be a good race. I think race number 2 was won by the number 4, which he is not in anymore. Okay, so let's go ahead and watch probably Wayne King. He's about in the middle.
Drivers, to your cars.
We are right at the green flag. Definitely sims very quickly when there's only like 10 racers. And here we go to the green flag for the championship race. Let's see if we can get a player car to win, as we see the 20 and King 3rd place. About 4th place now, but though he does not look like he got a great run. Actually, nobody in the front got a great run, as we are now in 3 wide in that second column. So as Weber does fall back a little bit, looks like he probably didn't get as much drafting help as he thought he was going to get. The Walker and Pitch both are still battling for first, as Pitch does get a little bit of a boost from the 20 of King. as he is fully past Walker, as he definitely pulls away slightly, and he's bringing along the 20 of King, whether he wants to or not. It looks like Walker does finally get in line behind the 20. Definitely does not want to lose any more positions, as the 20 and 6 do pull away slightly, but the 3, the 99, and the 33 of Weber are coming very quickly. As the 3 of Walker gets a great run against the 20 of King. As we'll see, Walker does not have any drafting help right now, as the 20 of King does shut the door on him. As we see, with no drafting, the 6 of Pitch is pulling away, though Pitch did get a terrible exit of that corner, as the 20 and 99 are catching him very quickly. As he enters the corner, looks like 20 got a great run entering that corner. We'll definitely see if he's able to keep it, as he is shutting the door. Oh, he tried to shut the door on the 6, but Pitch definitely got a great run out of there, as somebody is way off pace. Doesn't look like he spun or anything, but he definitely did touch the wall. You can see some skid marks against the wall. Yeah, it looks like he did tap the wall, which basically ends the day for whoever he is, default. As we see King leading into lap number 4, as we do see J King far in the back in the 11. So we'll definitely see if he's able to catch back up. We see Pitch in the 6, definitely right on that bumper. The Walker Sr. does get a great run out of that corner to challenge Pitch for that second position, as the 99 decides he wants, you know what, I want part of this too. And then with the 99, he definitely does not get a great run on there. As the 20 and 6 decide, as the 6 decides to jump on the inside of him. Not sure if he's going to be able to. No, he's not. Yeah, 6 with no drafting help is not able to get past that 20. So that 20 looks like he definitely has a very fast car, as the 6 decides he's going to stay a little bit lower and almost loses position to the 3 and Walker Sr., as the 99 and 3 are just battling it out. As we scroll back, it does look like J King in the 11 trying to make up a few positions. We're about halfway through this race, so he definitely needs to start moving if he wants a chance to make it at least to a push. I'm not sure if they're braking in the corners or not. I know they do get very high speeds in the straightaway, so they do have to hit the brakes. Some of them, if they are taking the outside lane, they have to brake a little bit more without having to slam into the wall. It looks like Walker did definitely get a run out of that turn. We'll see. It doesn't look like he was able to fully get beside the 6, as the 99 does finally pass the 3 and Walker Sr. And there's Pitch and 99 both bounce to the inside of the 20. We'll definitely see if he's able to get past him this time, as it does look like he is going to be able to get past him with the help of 99, but 20 gets a huge run in in that corner as he just pulls away. And it looks like that gives Walker Sr. and the 3 an opening to get past the 99, as the space between King and the 6 of Pitch is growing slightly. So it looks like 99 was able to fend off that run by Walker Sr. and the 3. We'll see if the 99 decides he wants to take the inside of the 6, as we have about 2 laps to go. here at Talladega in this championship race, as we see King right now pulling away slightly, though with the draft help of 99's pitch, definitely is going to get a chance at this as they both jump to the inside. It looks like Walker Sr. definitely is not going to help out at all, as the 99 and 6 are pushing to see if they can finish the 20 off. As it looks like the 99 was able to push the 6 of pitch past him, but was not able to keep with the 6. And outside that turn, the 20 of King definitely got a run, though does not. He might be able to finish this. It didn't look like he was going to, as pitch does slam the door on him. And then the 99 gets a run inside that corner, passing the 20. We'll see if the 3 of Walker Sr. gets brought with him. His pitch is definitely very slow. Exiting that corner as they're coming down to get the white flag. As Weber right now is not sure who to back right now. His pitch does get the help of Walker Sr. And Walker Sr. now decides he wants to see if he can catch it. This is the last lap. So this is the time to make his move, as 99 is going to help Walker Sr. Well, at least he thought he was going to help Walker Sr. But ends up pulling off, which is letting pitch pull away. As they come down, here's Weber taking an inside look on 99. We'll see if he gets it, as pitch looks like he's going to win the championship here at Talladega. It's the first elimination race, followed by Weber, or followed by Walker Sr. and the 99 of Graham, and then Weber in the 33, Buckley in 28, King in the 20th, J. King in number 11, Rose in the 19th, and then Default, not sure what's going on with him, as he is far back. Alright, so it looks like there was a crash with the 54 earlier in the race. Not sure what was going on with him. 54. As it looks like I did see some so it looks like while we were watching the front, there was some issues with the 54. I think he probably took a hard shot into the wall. Yep, there it is right there. So we definitely missed that. Yeah, the 46 gets a great run, and the 54 just in his way as they both take a hard hit into the wall. So that ends up taking the 46 out. That was lap 2? So definitely an early day for him, for the 54. But yeah. So definitely great run for the player cars, as half of the top 10 were player cars. Pitch wins it with Walker right behind him, Graham, Weber, Buckley, Wayne King, J. King, Rose, Default, and Kurjewski. I am not going to even pretend I know how to pronounce that name. But definitely a great exhibition. Multiple winners. I think Walker Sr. won 2. I think 2 of them. Pitch win 1, and then one of the other computer drivers win 1 as well. So definitely a good race, good exhibition. Definitely in the Discord, let me know what you think about it. Do you want to see more of these types of races? And what else you want to see? But thank you so much for joining me on the first exhibition race. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I know I did. And I hope you guys have a good rest of the day, well, I guess rest of the night.